want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeezing, leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeezing, leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeezing, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeezing, leave a nigga bleeding. Hop out and leave them holding like the Bible. AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on .62, gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5 boys sell, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple off Draco. I got 'em all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeezing, leave a nigga bleeding. Y'all know what the fuck
is. What up, family? Salute. Shout Easy in the building. Salute to you, brother. Terrell Davis, salute, King. All things, peace and blessings, brother. Big block, what it do, what it do. Now, I decided, like, look, I know I was supposed to be coming on at nighttime, and I know I missed a few shows and everything, you know, trip with the wife and everything, but guess what? I know KQKC don't come on today, right? So KQ don't come on today, and I've seen that Fanon came on today, but he hadn't been coming on a lot lately, so I'm sitting right here like, okay, the family needs some content. The family like, what up, dude? So I'm like, well, you know what? Shit, I just might as well come on my show and give the family some content so, you know, they can get by with their work day, right? So here we here now, man. Salute. If you in the chat and you ain't been wrenched up yet, go ahead and say something so I can wrench you up, get you right. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, salute to everybody, man. And I know people that's been following the damn show, I know it's been a long time coming. Y'all been waiting. I'm about to go ahead and tell you, all right? But for the people that don't know, we're going to back it up just a little bit. If that's okay with y'all, if I back it up, put a 1 in the chat for me if you don't mind me backing it up just to get the content, the context, I mean, if you don't mind. Because, you know, this is my family. You know, this the channel right here that I'm trying to, by the end of the year, have this bad boy monetized so we can do big things over here. I'm going to do a lot of marketing and everything over here. And like I say, you know, I'm a hustler. Show y'all how to make that bread over here and everything, like, you know, with the cryptocurrency and everything. So when we get big enough, we're going to hit that shit hard. We're going to hit that money hard, especially with Trump in office. Yeah, you know, it's money time, money time, money time. All right. So let me run it back. Now I told you I just came home from prison. I haven't even been home a good month yet. Smashing everything, making money, doing good and everything. So, like I said, we got flew out with Plies out there in Vegas. We was doing the show in Vegas. I told y'all we were scheduled to come on around 7:30, right? And I told you before we went on, it was some bad little biddies in the room. And I told you this room was so big, it was like a $10,000 night room. It was like at least 5,000 square feet. Like it had like 3 living quarters inside. It had a big ass open room. Then it had a window where you could just look out on Vegas to see the whole lights and everything, right? And we had bottles. We had good drinks in there. We had Luna Azul, we had Classe, we had Don Julio, we had everything up in there. We was drinking good. We had people that had tequila, we had tequila. We even had some single malt scotch. I mean single malt scotch. Everybody talking about that King Louis 113, how it's $150 a shot. This bottle of single malt, I keep saying single malt scotch. This bottle of this shit was about $6,000 for a bottle. It made King Louis 1-3 look like motherfucking Cisco, like some E&J, like some Jerk, like some Paul Masson. You feel me? That's why when you be seeing them movies with the white folks be like, let me get scotch, single malt. That shit's expensive, actually. That's a high class drink. But so we in that part and everything before we went to the show. And then we went to the show, killed it. We killed the show. I think we did better than Plies did on that thing. So, we killed the little show and everything. We got off. And so, we celebrating everything. So we heading back to the damn hotel and everything. And like got a little crowd with us and everything. So we going up there. We going up to the top floor. So we going up. And like when we come in the room, it was like I thought it was record execs or whatever it was. It was just like some Caucasian Chinese people that came in there with us and everything. They was all congratulating us. I think they was between the ages of 50 and 60. I don't know the exact age. They had a few little bodyguards with everything. They came in there, it was just a friendly atmosphere. But my first thing, me and my man Rise, we was like, damn, what happened to all the bitches that was here before we left? Like, so immediately I went to go check my bag and everything, make sure I ain't had nothing missing. Because, they was here before we left. We get back, it wasn't even a trace of these females in there. All you can still smell is the cheap-ass perfume some of them had on. Because, I'm real sensitive with my olfactory system, so I smell stuff real good. So, that's all that was left was like a little faint aroma of a female. And so my cousin and them, they talking business and everything. I'm sitting there drinking and I'm still getting me a blunt of that damn OG purple kush. Shit that I ain't seen since about 2009. I ain't seen that shit since then. Cause the weed, it had a crazy ass color, like it was a purplish black color with bright orange in it. With bright orange, you know what I'm saying? So So it was purple and green with like black. I mean, it was like purple and black with orange in it. And I used to say that shit like a disease, but I ain't seen that weed since then. But that was my shit right there. So like the guys, they talking everything, and one of the dudes like pat me on my shoulder, congratulating me and all that shit right there. Me coming home from prison, I don't really like people putting their hands on me and everything. So I shrugged them off and was like, bro, don't talk with your hands. You feel what I'm saying? So the other dude was looking at me kind of crazy, and that dude they just kept wanting to shake hands and everything, and I was putting the fist bump out there like, nah, it ain't no purple haze, all things. I think they said it was Granddaddy OG Granddaddy Purple Kush. Nah, I smoked purple haze. This shit right here was like a purple and black color, all things, but it had orange as hell all through it. I used to call it the purple disease. That was my name for it, purple disease, because it looked like a disease, like it looked like something that was just a pure disease. And look, that shit hits you like a disease too. But so I was getting uncomfortable, and my nigga Rise was getting uncomfortable too, right? So my cousin seen it, and he's the leader of the damn shit. My cousin leads everything. He say y'all he was the guy that did. I showed y'all the song with Jada Kiss, the one I wrote the verse, the one he used to pay me and everything. He runs the label. So he sends me and Rise on a little store run. So let's go pick up some. So we went to the store. I can't remember exactly what he was getting, but he also had us go stop by. Matter of fact, wasn't it Wendy's? I think it was Wendy's. He had us stop by. No, it was Waffle House. He had to go pick up some food from Waffle House. So we had to go to Waffle House and grab it was like 8 or 9 All Stars and stuff. We was grabbing shit from Waffle House. So we went and get the Waffle House. We stopped by, got some drinks at the little store. So as we pulling back up in front of the hotel, a couple of dudes that was there is already downstairs, like where you pull in, like the valet spot. But like the very beginning of I don't know what that spot's called, but when you pull up in front of the hotel and people usually get out and park their car right there and go in there and fill out the rooms and shit, then come back out, hop in and go, right? Well, the dudes were standing down there at that spot and they had me and Rise's bags. Shout out to my brother Alan Sostain, VPN gang in the building, AMC FSG in the building. So after the driver gave him the foods and stuff, and they had our bags right there. They started loading our bags into the car. So I'm like, what the hell going on? And they was like, well, y'all got to hurry up so y'all can get y'all flight back to North Carolina. And I'm like, well, damn. I thought we were supposed to be here for like 2 more days. Then we were supposed to be going to from Vegas. And we were supposed to be going to Los Angeles, then San Francisco. Then we were supposed to be going to Portland. It was supposed to be four different dates we were supposed to go to. Cause we was gonna be in Los Angeles on Saturday, San Francisco Sunday, and Thursday. From Sunday to Thursday we ain't have nothing. But then Friday we were supposed to be in Portland. And then I think we were supposed to Saturday we were supposed to end up in Seattle. So like it was like a 2-weekend getaway, right? So I'm like, well, what happened to other places? And the dude was like, you got to talk to with the manager and everything. So I was like, cool, let me holler at him. He was like, well, he's in an important meeting right now. He said, go ahead and get on the red eye, and he's gonna contact you first thing in the morning. So I was like, fuck it. I was like, man, fuck it then. I was like, well, shit. I'm pissed. If I get in the car, me and Rise, we get to the airport. The motherfuckers put us on economy. Like, we ain't fly over there in economy, but we on economy on the way back. So they flew us from Vegas back to North Carolina and shit, right? And so my cousin stayed gone, like they was gone like 3 weeks. Like, I'm calling a nigga, I'm texting nigga, I ain't getting no answer. You know what I'm saying? Then I told him to holler at his boy Beats and let the nigga know I needed some more work. That I was out. I'm not getting no answer. So I had to pop up on Beats. And Beats, he was fucking with this girl named Jessica Terry. So Beats was messing with her and everything. Then he started fucking with little Mahogany and everything. So when he started fucking with Mahogany, I hollered at Mahogany because she's from my hood. I'm like, Mahogany, what's the deal? And she was like, well, I didn't know. So I was like, well, Mahogany, let me know when you out with Beats so I can run down and see what's up. So they was at this damn place called Dave and Buster's, where people go up there and be playing games like a big kid and everything. So I get a ride up there. This is around I think this was around either March or April of 2008. I can't remember the exact. That dude named Dave, my brother in the building. Let me get you right, brother. So this is around March or April. I don't know the exact day in 2008. This is a while ago. You feel me? So it was like March or April. So I catch beats up there at Dave and Buster's, right? So I'm like, yo, bro, what's good? And he was like, oh, Apex, what's good, bro? I was like, bro, told you I've been needing some work for a couple days, and I'm like, Junior, why Junior ain't get back? Because my cousin Sayal, right? His name is JT Jr. after my uncle JT. Because Uncle JT was the first. He's my dad's brother's son, and his dad was murdered in 2003 and dumped into a dumpster. See, my uncle JT was a ladies' man, and one thing you mess with another nigga's lady, you catch what goes with it. And the nigga that was fucking with that girl, he really cared about that girl. Ended up murdering my uncle and putting his body into a trash can. So he found out the hard way. My nigga Brian the King Falcon in the building. Salute King. Peace and best. Man, y'all make sure y'all smack that like button for me too. You know, Dave, man, you know you family, bro. You know it's always gonna be that for you. And when this channel right here take off, that dude named Dave, you know, all I'm keeping is the original family members. Cause this channel gonna be 100,000 next year. Watch. Cause I keep it real and I got all types of shit over here. But so, cuz ain't hitting me up and everything, so I run down on Beats. Beats try to play like he ain't got it. I said, Beats, man, look, I need four, man. I need something, bro. Now, remember, I told y'all when I came home from the feds, I had over 30 in the bank. Cause you know, from working in the feds and you know, putting my grind and my hustle. But once I put money up, I don't like to touch it. So you know, take Philly in the building. Salute, fam. Ain't seen you in a minute. Salute, my brother. So you know, I don't like touching money once I put it up. And see, that's one thing about me. Whenever I got money and once it goes into that spot, I don't care if I'm dead broke on my ass. At that time, you can't mess with it. You can't mess with it no matter what. So if I end up grinding down to zero and I ain't got it, I have to come up. And see, that's the way I used to do it a lot. Like, I reach a certain plateau with the work, and I keep just enough money for me to re-up, and I keep about $150 extra. Because at this point, it's grind time, and I keep about $150 extra. Like, shit, if I need something, I can make a play. I can make a sale or something. But, you know, I don't keep it. Like, I had plans that I need to do, and me spending my money wasn't part of it. So Beats ended up selling me something. They charged me an extra 3 on it. And like I told y'all, when I came home in '08, the prices had changed. Because like I said, before I left in 2000, you can get a whole thing for you can get a whole one for 18 or 19. 19 is the high for a whole block. When I came home, ounces was going for 1,000, and that's the regular price. Like that's if you getting a discount. They were going 1,000 a piece. I'm like 1,000 a piece. What the fuck, you know? But if you sit there and make the sales and everything, it equals out. And like I told you before I went to prison, you know the lowest thing you would get was a quarter piece. Niggas is selling tens, they selling 20s. They selling 5, so I had to adjust to that. So for that right there, I used to keep a shake bag. You know what I'm saying? Like a bag with my shake in it. And that's when if you got under a certain amount, you get your pieces in shake and shit. But Beats ended up selling it to me. So you know I went in and you know how I do. I told you you know, I went and got the 4.5. And I told you I always take one of them motherfuckers and turn it to 2. And then I told you I take that half and turn that into 2. And then, I take one and turn that shit to 28, straight drop it. You know what I'm saying? Just enough so it lock up like popcorn. I always kept three types. If you come with that cheap shit, yeah, you get cheap shit. Or if you trying to make a quick lick, you trying to get some motherfucking goddamn some quick money, then I used to have balls for 80. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Every type of hustler. You feel what I'm saying? I had good shit, I had great shit, and I just had the regular humdrum shit. That's the way you gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, motherfucker come to me, he ain't got much money, or he try to come short. I give you that half into two. And if a nigga come correct and everything, I give him that 1 to 2. But if a motherfucker trying to spend, now see one thing about me on that popcorn, I didn't give him no deals. A nigga came to me that wanted that popcorn. I was selling down 0.15s for 25. Period. Because I used to tell him like this: look, you can buy that shit right there, and you can recook that motherfucker down, and it still won't be half the size of this motherfucker I just gave you. Right there. You can go get a 30 from that nigga and get a 15 from me. You can recook both of them. That 15 still be about twice as big as that 30. You might just get a drop back from that. So, I had connoisseur smokers. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I had smokers that wanted the best. So, I wasn't never worried about motherfuckers taking my smokers. And honestly, I used to like to just deal with my white folks when it comes to the smokers. Like, my niggas, I deal with them for weight. Like, I let them get some weight and shit. But for my popcorn bag, it was only for my high price connoisseurs. If you're not spending at least 100 or better, you don't even get that bag. You don't even get to see that bag. So, like I said, my cousin, he been avoiding me. And my music shit, I had left my notebook up there at the damn studio and shit. And before we went on the trip, I had made the mixtape. They had me and Smiley Face and Jay. Those are the ones that did 8 songs on Nicki Minaj's first album, The Pink Friday. That to land to fly, like that song that they produced. They produced most of her first album. So they got my album on their damn hard drives and shit. So I'm waiting on them so I can push my CDs out. My cousin put a halt on that shit. And he's using a couple of my verses and ain't said shit, ain't paid or nothing. And then he took my one song, um, You Can Have Whatever You Like. And this is word on my kids. T.I. got that song. Like I told you, I was supposed to sign the Grand Hustle. But that Stacks on Deck, that was my song from the get-go. Like that Stacks on Deck. But he changed a lot of the words of it. Like it ain't completely the same song, but Stacks on Deck. If I'm lying, I could die right now. But Stacks on Deck was my song. Like people can go see my old MySpace page. It's SO Sosa 11. I don't know if the music is still played, but you can go look up SO Sosa 11. I mean, right in the thing. SO Sosa 11. That was me right there. Sosa. This was I don't know how to make the shit play, but you can go look up that. You can go look up that at MySpace. I think the page is still up there. But you can go look that up on MySpace, right? And you can see Stacks on Deck was my song. But T.I. changed the song to You Can Have Whatever You Like, whatever the fuck that shit is, right? Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up. But my cousin sold him the rights to it. Like he sold him the rights to it, right? And so I'm like, well, whoa. Like, you ain't even hollering at me and doing none of this shit, right? And so that shit crazy as hell. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Hold on. Share. This is my shit. Matter of fact, um, reject the cookies. See, this was my shit right here. It ain't got my picture up there. But my top tracks was Get It, Stacks on Deck, and Life Ain't Right. This was back in 2008, if you see it. I don't know about. Let me see something. And see, this the dude, this smiley face, he from Chop House Music. You got Ray Butter, my cousin Sayal. You can look up all these people right here. This is everybody that was part of the motherfucking crew. And see, y'all see that Chop House Music, the producers of Nicki Minaj and shit, like they produce all the like I told y'all, one thing about me, I don't be lying about shit, my brothers. I'm gonna tell you, my life is like a movie. Like they produced Nicki Minaj. Nah, Nicki didn't lead them to like '09. They didn't get rid of Nicki to like '09. And you see Nicki's on the friends list. Nicki's on the friends list right here. This who's part of Yacht Music Group. Jadakiss. Jadakiss is a friend. You feel what I'm saying? Like when I tell y'all shit like this, motherfuckers don't understand. Like I ain't gotta lie about none of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, they produced this song "Envy" by Nicki Minaj was the first track that really hit was "Envy," and they did Ray Ray with Waka Flocka. Like if y'all go look it up, you'll see they producer Nicki Minaj, Waka, Jada. Like one thing about it, them niggas is a bad boys, man. Them motherfuckers can get down. Like honestly, I don't know, Brian King. Like from that time, my brother, my life was in like a blur, my nigga. Like my life was like a blur, bro. Like I used to say so zooted and used to stay up on all these females and stuff. Like shit was crazy. Why ain't got none of my shit showing up though? But yeah, this song right here, that get it. That's when motherfuckers was that song right there. I don't know how to make shit play on here. Like maybe somebody know how to make the shit play. Like I said, I ain't that computer savvy. But I was on the song. This was me on the song with a nigga named C Gutter. Yeah, they produced Ray Ray. Oh yeah. And this is my other album right here. This is the album that in December 2007 right there. Like this is that album I produced. Matter of fact, it wasn't December. It was 2008, not 2007. But yeah, Stacks on Deck, Life Ain't Right, Thug Love, Big Doe, and my Chevy So Clean. But like he sold her. See, this is how me and my yeah, I know Ski Beats, but see, let me get frequent liar up there. But see, this is what happened though. Man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. So he sold my damn he sold my Sax on Deck song to T.I., right? So T.I. got a banger now. Like I think you can have whatever you like, put T.I. on the fucking map even more. Like, I'm not saying that T.I. wasn't doing his shit, but, and y'all can see, my name was Sosa way before Chief Keef. Like, I met Chief Keef before he became Sosa. And next thing you know, his name is Sosa a year after he met me. And frequent. Honestly, I didn't make beats, bro. Like, I had Chop House making my beats frequent. And Chop House was the best on the East Coast, bro. Like, they had Young Scooter, they had Busta Rhymes, they had everybody used to be at the studio, bro. Like, that's what I be telling people, like, bro. Like, when people be starstruck and shit, that's why I be telling them, like, my nigga, I used to be around all this shit. Like, what y'all saying ain't nothing, dog. Like that shit is nothing. You feel me? Like, and plus, I was a motherfucking I was a damn trap star too. You feel me? So that shit right there, it really didn't motherfucking affect me because I felt like when I used to see motherfucking when I used to see motherfuckers like in the industry trying to get in the industry, like that shit right there, I used to be like, man, whatever. Cause I used to see how motherfuckers was hoes in the industry, bro. You feel me? Like they was hoes for real. And so when I seen that shit, I was like, wow, this shit really is fucking crazy. But like I said, T.I. took that song from me, right? And like Chop House, they also produced the baby. Matter of fact, let me show y'all something. Cause I want people to understand, like, yeah, Supreme Cat. And that's why I say when I talk how I talk, motherfuckers be like a lot of niggas just be flexing, my nigga. But nigga, I don't flex about none of that shit, dog. Like I really was him. Like I had to take down a lot of the shit off my motherfucking Instagram. But see, look, they got the shit with the baby. Like they be doing a lot of the baby shit. and and they got the bankroll, Young Dolphin them. Like Chop House been produced and 2 Chainz, Titty Boy. He used to be down there with us all the time. Titty Boy, that was the shit. Young Scooter, like Young Scooter. Bootsy Badass used to come up here all the time. 21 Savage. Future used to be up there all the time. You feel me? Owl City, EDM. Like Murder Mook on some of this shit. You feel me? Bankroll Fresh stayed there. Spody, he stayed there. Rich Homie Quan, Kevin Gates, Young Thugs. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers don't realize this is the shit I'm a part of, or was a part of. So, my damn, they try to hit me with the Rico as well. Amigos, Harley Boys, like Tigo B. Like, that's why I be telling people. So, motherfuckers be sitting there. Like motherfuckers be big country, shad to God. Like that's why I be telling people like it ain't shit motherfuckers can tell me about the music industry, bro. Cause I'm always there. I was always there. And like y'all can look them up, man. Like I don't feel like doing that through all the show, but that's how I was just letting motherfuckers know. Like this other shit, niggas be capping and shit, bro. And I be talking real live shit, like shit that I done been around. So let's get back to it though. I just had to give y'all some context. So my cousin and shit, I'm wondering like, damn, he ain't even letting me get no studio time and shit. Now, Rise. See, Rise had a contract with my cousin. You feel what I'm saying? So he couldn't really do Rise the way he did me because Yacht and Sayal, they had signed Rise for 4 albums, 300,000, which he got fucked because I had Debbie Anthony. That's Waka Flocka mama, right? And you know Waka Flocka was with Gucci, but the funny shit about it, Debbie Anthony is the PNR and she's the recruiter for motherfucking Grand Hustle. You feel me? So the whole time she was on some backdoor shit because Waka Flocka mama is the agent for Grand Hustle. But your son is with Gucci. Like, wouldn't you be helping our Gucci label? But we was cool with Guwap. Like I said, they sold Nicki Minaj to Guwap. Guwap bought Nicki Minaj, then he sold to the Lil Wayne and Young Money. You know, the motherfuckers be selling your contracts. Once you sign that contract, you ain't got no motherfucking say so and shit. A nigga can get rid of you like motherfucker can play dice game and get rid of your contract like boom. You just lost your contract in a dice game or something to somebody you ain't even signed to. But because you signed, you know, niggas can trade your future like that. Like your future is in the palm of the next motherfucker, dog. But I was always aware of that, so I didn't sign, especially when Grand Hustle tried to come at me with I think it was, I'm not sure, it was either 3-1 or 1-2. Miss Barbara D, how you doing, beautiful queen? Salute to you, salute to you. Let me get you right too. That's the beautiful queen. But yeah, and on this channel right here, it's not monetized. If y'all want to support, you can. I'm not gonna ask you to support this channel because I'm just getting it off there. But anybody that want to support is welcome. Is great. You feel what I'm saying? But this ain't the upper echelon, the channel that was already monetized. Like I'm working to get this channel monetized. But if anybody does want to sponsor, y'all know what the thing is. But I'm not gonna try to push the issue of that because you know that shit right there don't matter. You know, I'm just over here getting shit together. Hold on. So like I showed y'all, I was in there with the big wigs. Busta Rhymes, Nicki Minaj, all that shit. But like that's why I be telling y'all it be a lot of shit going down that regular people don't understand. So like I told you, at that little thing, you know, they was in there chilling with them daggone pointy hat people. I ain't gonna say their names, but they was all like the atmosphere when we got back from doing the show. Like those guys were extremely happy, dog. And they was acting like y'all know how niggas act when they get horny and shit, bruh. And like it wasn't no females there. So I'm trying to figure out why these niggas so hype and everything. It's not no females in this room. It's just us. And this nigga packed me on my shoulder and shit. And like I told you, I got mad and I told him, I said, look, man, we don't do all that touching shit. And like I said, I guess I was too aggressive. And that's how I ended up on that red eye flight. They kicked me out of Vegas, sent me straight home, I guess. And I eventually I talked to my cousin and told him, I know what you did, dog. Yeah, Brian King, it wasn't nothing but a whole bunch of niggas there, dog. Like, I'm not about to party with a whole bunch of niggas. It's drinks. It's coke on the damn thing. It's motherfucking X pills right there. They got Molly right there. It's a whole bunch of weed right there. It's heroin back there too. Like, bro, they had a tray that had everything on it, bro. Like, it was everything on that tray, bro. Cause niggas get right. Niggas be getting right like that, bro. Like niggas be getting lit. And you know, I'm on parole and I'm already testing the boundaries for smoking, you know. But like I told you, I had this damn PO named Independent. She was cool. She liked my music. She liked my swag. She loved my Diddy Bop. You feel me? So I was good with her. You feel me? But like I said, my cousin was avoiding me, dog. So Beats, I got the work from Beats. So when I found out that he sold T.I. my shit, when I found out he told T.I. my shit, and it was fucked up because that song was supposed to be on my fucking on my album. Like, how you gonna sell him a song that I got on my mixtape and shit? You feel what I'm saying? But then not only that, you didn't tell me. I would have had I wouldn't have had no motherfucking problem selling T.I. the song. Like I said, I don't really care about that limelight shit. You know, all I cared about was the Nero. And if T.I. would have offered me the right price, he could have had the song, bro. And I still don't know what he sold that song for, but I know T.I. blew up off that song. You can have whatever you like. He blew up even more. Not saying he wasn't big, but if you go back and look at that song, you can have whatever you like. Stacks on that. Like, bro, that nigga was that shit. That was his first big hit right there. That was the first song that he did that did over 100 million views, dog. Like that nigga, he trended on the charts with that shit, dog. Like
Like he wasn't doing it
nowhere
nowhere
else.
else.
Not
Not
saying
saying that is just because of me,
but
but
what I'm
what I'm
saying
saying
is
is
that was
that
my
was my
intellectual
intellectual
property.
property. That was my song, and I didn't get paid for it. So like I didn't get paid for the song, and I was kind of upset. And I'm wondering how much my cousin got paid for it. So he didn't let me know. And then on top of that, you kicked me out the group. You won't let me motherfucking record my music. You already got some of my music on the damn hard drive. I can't get my studio time. You telling Smiley and Jay, but see, Chop House, they kept fucking with me though, because you know I treated them better than my cousin. Like my cousin and them used to damn grape street them guys. You feel me? Y'all know what word I'm saying. But these niggas was making, like I said, they had Nicki Minaj, Busta Rhymes, Young Scooter, all them in the studio making them hellified beats. And they not getting 1 cent from them beats. Them beats, I mean, the money for them beats go straight to Yacht and Say Out. Them niggas was getting it and busting it down. And like that Envy song by Nicki Minaj as a single, that shit went platinum as a single. And you know, as the producer, you know you get proceeds from that. Just like that Fly. Like Nicki Minaj Fly, I think they got like they did like 6 or 7 songs off the Pink Friday album, dog. And Smiley and Jay, they get like I think it was like 2,500 a piece per month, really. Like, not saying it's a bad existence, but man, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? Shit be real as hell when you find out how much motherfuckers is getting and then pimping you out to the side. And see, my song that I wrote, where I was supposed to be on a song with him with the Jadakiss, he gave me 4.5 ounces and I was happy for that shit, right? But he went ahead and did little shows and tours and shit on that shit. But then I realized from the get go, my cousin really didn't want me on the scene because he was nervous. See, my cousin, as we grew up, my cousin, he used to sell shit, but on his side of town, all they used to sell was reefer and shit. Like he was the reefer king at one point. But the plug got messed up, so my cousin ended up getting the plug. And when I came home from prison, my cousin had everything. The plug was pushing everything on him. So that's when he had Ray Butter and them moving to other things and shit. But my cousin had been robbed. Like if you look up Winston-Salem, North Carolina, you'll see dude named I think the nigga name was Cedric. I can't remember his name, but Fat Ass and Fat Sid. You just look it up. Fat Ass got shot in the neck. Fat Sid got shot too, but they got arrested for trafficking drugs because somehow, you know, they got shot up. They got shot up because they robbed my cousin and shit. And then it was hits getting put on people back and forth. Like my aunt Gwen's house, my cousin's mom, her house got shot up. It was in the papers and everything. But fat ass his aunt, and I don't know who did these shits, but I'm just telling you what was reported. His mom house got shot up, baby mama house got shot up, his grandmama house got shot up. He got shot in the throat. He's still living, but he got shot in the throat. Motherfuckers were getting shot up left and right behind that shit because they robbed him. They robbed my cousin for 4 bricks. They allegedly it was 4 bricks. And then nigga named Money Ray, his with his brother Candyman. Candyman used to work for my cousin Drive and everything, so he knew what a stash was. They say Candyman walked away with 3 bricks. So like my cousin taking licks back to back. Like he's taking licks back to back out here in the streets, like, but he got the money and he got the clientele, and then he got Jada in them. I ain't about to let me strike that. Just know he got like people from New York and people from different cities that fuck with him, right? So shit ain't too tough. But I finally catch up with my cousin like a couple weeks after he got back. And I'm asking him like, "Cuz, what's really going down? Like what's really hood? Like nigga, you avoiding me or what?" And he was like, "I gotta get with the times." He was like, "I made it a hostile situation." And I didn't think I made it a hostile situation because I didn't think I did nothing. But he was talking about, man, motherfuckers was in there having a good time and everything, and I made it seem personal and stuff. So he said, yeah, I had to put you in here. And he said, look, I'm on the avenue of getting a different. This is exactly what he told me. I'm on the avenue of getting a different type of money. And what you're doing right now, you're still living in that thug mind state, and you're gonna fuck us up from getting money. He said, if cat, this is what he said now. He said if Cash Money and Birdman continued to be the Cash Money Crips that they used to be, we wouldn't be hearing about them right now. He said sometimes you got to grow and evolve. He said that's how Birdman just got this deal with Universal. He said that's why now Lil Wayne just started his label Young Money. He said Young Money ain't even took off yet, but now Cash Money is able to have a parent label. He said, now you got Young Money now. He said, so now Baby has just made it where Lil Wayne can be Baby. Now remember, this is in '08 now. This is when Young Money really first just started. But he was happy with the fact that Baby had just got like $100 million contract with Universal or some shit for distribution. And then he got that huge contract for Lil Wayne and them to do Young Money. And yes, Young Money took off. Lil Wayne pushed that shit. He got Nicki, he got Drake. He pushed the hell off that shit because you not Young Money. Yeah, you cool with all these motherfucking rappers, but you're not that type of rapper, nigga. You was using my raps. And I had over, and this is the funny shit about it. I probably had over 400 raps, about 1,000 hooks. I had about 300 songs. Like I used to write for different genres. I used to write for female men. I used to write country, alternative, pop, rock, anything. I could write it all. Only thing I had to do was getting the cadence in my head. And once I figure out the cadence, I put the word. I put the words together and I do that shit. But see, my cousin just got on some high minded shit. And Ray Butter slipped up. Ray Butter slipped up when he was talking to Say, and he was talking to me. And then I found out that my cousin got more than 30 bands. I don't know exactly how much. To this day, I still don't know. But I heard my cousin got from around 30, anywhere between 30 and 80 bands for my song. And the reason why I know that is because Ray and my cousin was talking, and Ray was like, "Nigga, you can get you a new watch, a chain." He said, "You can get you a new watch, chain, and a bracelet with that damn type of bread." And my cousin was like, "Nah." He say, shit, I might go get a bit. So when he talking about he might go get a Bentley, I'm like, what the fuck? Because he already had the brand new Range Rover Sport, right? And the motherfucker had the Hummer, and he had the Benz. He had the brand new Benz. Now my cousin had bread. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, but he was talking about going to grab a Bentley and it be legal. Like he can go get it legal. So I know he got anywhere from 30 to 80,000, maybe more. But when I heard that, that shit had me pissed all the way off, bro. Like I was a different level of mad right there. So I went to the studio. I had one of them little chips that you put inside the damn thing where people would download your shit to. I forgot what that called. But I had one of them little chips. I had them put. It's called maybe a zip drive or something. I don't know what this called. You know, I'm not internet savvy. But I had them download the beats, and I had them every song that I did, the whole, not just the song, but the session. So if I take it to somebody else, they can upload the session and get back and see where the where it was done, like the mistakes, and they can still layer it, like the session to keep going. So I had them download my sessions, my songs, and I had them download me about 30 beats or flash drive. Okay, that's what it's called, Terrell. I knew it was something, bro. And not to steal from Smiley and Jay, because I know they don't get paid like that. I gave them 5 bands for them to put me 30 exclusive beats on there that can't nobody else get. Because the beats that Jay and Smiley was making, them shits go every bit of $15,000 to $20,000, bro. Like his beats were making top songs, like that Ray Ray, Envy, Fly, that damn do 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 baby, that Nicki Minaj song, that don't you hear that do 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 baby, that super bass. Like them motherfuckers was doing all types of beats, bro. And my cousin was pimping the shit out of them because they signed the contract. They signed a contract where they get either between 3 to 5 thousand a month, no matter what they produce. So they was getting salary. So they was getting salary. Matter of fact, it wasn't 3 to 5 thousand. They was on a 75,000 a year salary. That's what they was getting paid. 75,000 a year. Plus they had room and board. Because I told y'all they had the little mansion that they was staying in. That's also a studio. So they was getting all that right there. Plus, they stayed at the studio and they didn't have to pay for lights, cable, water, none of that shit. Yacht and them took care of all of that. So they was getting 75,000 a year, and they didn't have no expenses except for their cell phone bills. Those were their only expenses. So whatever they produced, whatever time that they worked in the studio, like studio also charges about an hour when you work. So all that shit went for nothing. Salute to my nigga opening LDTV. So basically, they was getting $150,000 for working a year because they was both getting 75, right? So I used to slide them a little something extra because motherfuckers work better when you treat them better. So now, because see, when my cousin got locked up, Smiley and Jay, they did Chop House music by themselves and they blew the fuck up even more. And my cousin was mad because they wasn't sending him bread like that when he was locked up. And I'm like, well, what do you expect? But enough of the prelims. So I finally caught up with my cousin after I got my shit on the flash drive. I said jump drive. On the flash drive, I got all my sessions and shit loaded, got the songs loaded, and then I had Smiley and them delete all that shit off their hard drives and shit. So they deleted all the shit off the hard drives. My cousin got mad when he found out about it and was talking about he needed to see me for a second. So I was like, cool, because now he finally want to see me. So he was asking me, did I still have a couple of them sessions on there? And I said, yeah. And he was like, well, I need to get some of them back. And I'm like, nigga, you didn't even pay for that. Plus, You got me. But like he was trying to cut a deal with me. He was telling me for the jump drive, he'd give me 50,000. I said, is that plus what you got off the song that you gave T.I.? And so he started looking crazy. He was like, I just give you 50 altogether. And I was like, see, bro, when I gave you that other song for that 4.5, and I was giving you damn verses and shit for a zip or two. See, I used to write out verses and hooks. And like for verses and hooks, he used to give me an ounce or two. You feel me? Of some pure clean. And you know me, I'm a hustler. I can turn that shit to whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And that means that's less money I gotta spend to re-up. So you know I'm always was down with that, especially because I didn't really like the fame. Like I didn't like how people used to jock and shit when I was on shows and shit. I'd never been that type of person that wanted to be famous. I just always wanted the money, never the fame. Like I wish I could have damn been a hell of a superstar with somebody being the superstar when I do all the writing and he do all the rapping and shit. That's what I've always wanted to do. I never wanted to be in the limelight. You feel what I'm saying? Most of the time, Terrell Davis, it was that oil base. I like that oil base better than that fish scale. That oil base, you can man, that motherfucker oil base will eat that baking soda up. That fish scale, that shit'll lock up. But that oil base, boy, you gotta feed that oil. That oil be hungry. That oil will take a lot and it still be that thunder. You feel what I'm saying? So my cousin, he tried to get loud with me. I guess he forgot what it was and whoop de whoop. And then he said something, and I was like, you know what, bitch ass nigga, I'm tired of even sitting here tiptoeing around you. Cause see, I was tiptoeing around him because I wanted to do shit legit, and I needed him. That butter color, Therese, that butter. So I was like, you know something? Since you letting everybody else rob your motherfucking ass, dog, you not about to rob me. So I pulled the 40 out on him. So he looking at me talking about, cuz, we family. What the fuck? I said, we weren't family when you was thinking about the other shit, when you sent me back home from Vegas. Like, I had a lot of shit pent up, bro. I was like, I don't even want to hear that family shit, dog. You ain't been carrying this shit like family for the last couple weeks. Cuz I did such and such and such and such for you since you been home. I say, bro, so you did that to throw it in my face? And I was like, well, nigga, I gave you such. Like, nigga, we even. Like, the shit I gave you outweighed what you gave me, my nigga. Don't do that. And you been living off my clout? And he was like, damn, so what grandma gonna think? I said, she won't think shit if you don't tell her shit. I said, what grandma got to do with what me and you got going on? So he tried to act tough a little bit as I grabbed around his throat and told him I ain't even about to play with you. Cause nigga, you know I shot my best friend when I was 14, nigga. You already know that shit over some other shit. So don't do me. Don't do me, nigga. So I took a block and a half from his ass. I told him, I said, you don't fuck with me anyway. Let's make this shit official. So I took a block and a half from him and went about my own way and shit. I started going out there, you know, nigga named Kurt, he used to do music, but he wasn't like Smiley and Jay and them. So then after that, I really just let the music fall by the wayside. Really, like it was a couple niggas out there doing their things. They asked me for a feature and shit, or for a hook or a few verses. I used to do that shit right there, but music was done to me after that. Like I seen it was too much bullshit already. So you know, I took it straight to the damn hood. So I started whipping it up. I knew I had to find another plug and shit, especially with the prices being what they was now. So you know, I started whipping it up, and what I did, man, I took a 9 piece. This is no lie. I took a 9 piece. I took three of them zips and straight dropped it into popcorn. Straight dropped it into popcorn. I took four and turned it to eight, and I took the other two and turned that to seven. You feel me? I took the other two and turned it to seven. I put motherfucking 2.5 on both of them. I put 5 on 2, made it go. So after I'm doing that, I'm whipping it. I'm making some money, you know, with the popcorn. I sit there and let the motherfuckers try a little something, let them come back and make the money and everything. So I started making pretty good money. Opened up a lawn care service and everything. But you know, I used to go to the clubs and shit. But then my homeboy, he had got out, and you know, he was telling me about that H quality. So I was waiting for him to come home anyway, so he could show me how to do that shit. So I had enough money then, so we went and copped the damn block of H. And at the time, that shit was like 50 bands for a whole block of some motherfucking damn Peruvian brown. So we had got the H, and no lie, like the first couple weeks, that shit was slow as hell. And then finally, we started getting the clientele, and they seen it. They seen the shit was good. But then my other homeboy, we call him Slime. I ain't gonna say his real name. We call him Slime. Slime was telling me about that damn shit that my man had called fentanyl. Now this is back in '08. Now this damn horse trainer. You know, fentanyl is a horse tranquilizer. People don't know. So he was telling me we get that fentanyl, we can stretch this shit out and we can make it bad. So this was the recipe that we had. Now this recipe from 2008 all the way to 2016 was amazing, dog. Like this motherfucking recipe got me rich. Also got me in trouble, got me rich. And I heard a lot of people left this side of the living behind this shit, but we would take a block of H and see when you buy that Fent, it come in these jugs. Like you can get like from the dudes start figuring it out, but you can get 48 ounces in a jug. There's 48 ounces in a jug of Fent. Dude used to sell it to us for $150. Yeah. 3 ounces of pure fentanyl used to get that shit for $150. But he got hip and started charging us 1,000 for a jug, which was still alright. Cause we would take the 3 zips of the fent, put it on that 36. We put it on that 36. Then we'll get some isotone. I get some isotone and some motherfucking damn quinine. So if you look, we got 39 zips. And on them 39 zips, we will put 20 zips of isotone on it and 10 zips of that motherfucking quinine on it, right? So that done turned it into damn motherfucking, that was right there. And then we'll take 1 zip of some shit called Clearlax. If you don't know it, it's either Clearlax, Miralax. It don't matter. What you gotta do, you gotta get it and you gotta bust it down with a rolling pin. Bust it down till it's all grains and powder because it'll make the motherfucker lock up easily, right? And we'll do that right there. We'll put that in there. So now we done turned that thing to 80. That's 80. And it ain't cost but damn 52,000. You got 80 zips for 52,000, right? And with the Fent is 10 to 1, unless you got Carp Fent. Carp Fent is like 100 to 1. But that 10 to 1 and plus the Fent give them an immediate rush. But that H, it give them a rush and then just lets them ride out. So we had the H for the legs and we had the Fent for the buds. And we would mix that shit up in one of them big ass mixing bowls. The mixing bowl had like a metal corkscrew shape as a mixer in that big ass mixing bowl. And we sit there and spin that shit up. And like I said, turn that 36 into 80. And it was amazing. And around 2013, we started getting zips of this black shit called tar. We would put 2 zips of that tar in there, which means we could put 8 more zips of the cut in there and have it swirl around and everything. And that shit would be black and white and gray, like a motherfucking concrete street that has been busted open. And like, so we got the recipe. So we would compress that motherfucker, put that shit in the compressor. We was compressing them in like between 10 to 15 zips. Because the compressor after that, it wouldn't really lock it down. So we was compressing them down, popping them, compressing it, popping them, compressing it, popping it. And bro, like we was selling the zips for like 1,500 a zip. I mean, 1,500 a zip times 80, bro. That's motherfucking damn. Hey, that's motherfucking 120. That's 120,000. Each time we went up, it was 120. It cost us less than 60. So we was doing that. Plus, we had to clean the crack on thing. Then we done came across a nigga that started making that damn motherfucking what they call it ice cream, the crank. And you know you can make that shit with household chemicals. But we started getting that damn ice cream and started flooding the market with that. Like people that smoke crack, a lot of them just stop and start fucking with that cream because it's a lot cheaper, and that shit keep you up 2 3 days. The shit eats people's teeth up. So I ain't about to get into all the manufacturing, but we had the clean, hard, the food, and we had the damn motherfucking the ice cream. But like I said, I hang around with a bunch of schemers and killers and savages, and we all like money. So then we started making our own e-pills. We would take the ice and crush it up. Since motherfuckers is calling it Molly, you can take you about an ounce of ice and put motherfucking a ball, just a ball of fit with it. Crush it up real good. So that shit's powder as Molly. Or you can sit there and put it in the pill press, pop them out. You can pop them out as e-pills. And if you put an extra ball on top of it, you can pop them off as fake Xannies. Xannies that get motherfuckers knocked the fuck off and get them right. At one point, we was moving shit from down North Carolina, Virginia, all the way down to Florida. And we was doing good too, man. And you know, I was taking trips. I was going to Florida. I was doing all types of things, bro. Like, honestly, and this is no lie, I used to make about 10 bands profit a day. Not make total. That was just the profit for that day. And we was doing good. Like me and my wife, we started doing good. But then as shit was going good, they switched up my federal parole officer. They switched up my federal and I'm not gonna sit there and tell you, I took a lot of losses out there, people. I ain't gonna lie. See, one thing people tell you, they tell you about the good part of it, but they don't tell you about the real part of it. I took a lot of losses. Sometimes motherfuckers don't care about dying. They will still do what they gotta do. They will hit the fence. They won't pay you shit. Like at one point, that fake money was going by. It was killing people, bro. Like they were knocking our heads off with that fake money. Because at one point, they had money that looked so real, you couldn't even tell the fucking difference, dog. You couldn't. So we had to go out there and start getting them pins that they have at the stores. So we was getting pins that they had at the stores just to make sure we wasn't getting finagled. That's how good that shit was. And hell, we even got some of that shit, dog. Like they was selling the damn. You can get 100,000, 100,000 in fake money for 10 cents on a dollar. So for 10,000, you can get 100 bands of that fake money. And I'm gonna tell you, there's plenty of places where you can spend that fake money at. Hell, we even hit a couple niggas in the hood for their shit, getting that shit. You feel me? We used to sit there and go to card houses and card games. And we used to slide that shit in there. So, like I told you, I was all about getting money. We used to slide the fake money into the card games and shit. Like, hey, it was a dog eat dog world. But I got stopped by the police one night. We was leaving the damn rumba club. And when they pulled me over, I had 2,200 in my pocket. Now I had money in the bank. I was over 100 strong in the bank, but that was accounted for. I had 2,200 that wasn't accounted for in my pocket. So I had to draw up an invoice because I told you I had a damn lawn care service. I had two lawn care services and I had a car wash. So it wasn't nothing to draw it up. But I told you they switched out Anna Pender. And see, she was on my, I could have took her down. But she was my PO and she was cool as shit. They gave me this damn new guy. I forgot his fucking name, but he wanted to violate me so bad. So I came in there, I failed the piss test. You know, I had weed in my system. He was trying to get me to take this class and everything. But then he had an alert on this thing that said that the police was looking at me. Like the feds know when police has an investigation on you. So the police was having an investigation on me because it was rumored that I was running a business. So he let me go. But then I started noticing the marshals anywhere I go, it was marshals everywhere. So you know, I had to tell my homeboy, I told my homeboy Rugged, I was like, look, I gotta fall back for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna have to handle your business. And I had to tell him, like, because I had to buy a phone from Family Dollar. So I bought a phone from Family Dollar just to let them know. You know, I called them on that little minute phone because I know they was tapping my shit. I knew they was because, you know, they had access to it. And I know that's what they do because anytime you get a phone and you're in federal parole, they take your phone and I think they put a chip in it. That's why I used to always keep a burner phone with me. Just like I always keep a phone for business and one for family. And if you call me on my family phone, you better not discuss no type of business. You discuss business, I'm blocking you, we done. Everybody knows that. So I let him know, I told him to fall back and everything. But this was like, this was December. We done got down to December, right? December of '08. Finally, I was at my homegirl house, but I had cleared everything out. So somebody had said something because they used to meet me over there. But like I told you, I'm not stupid. I'm very alert. I know when certain people are following me and everything. I know what shit look like. Plus, we had them little cameras at the end of the block. And like I told you, it's only three ways in, and we can see you when you're coming through. So like I said, I removed everything. I put all my money. I ain't gonna tell y'all where I put my money at, but like I said, it's still a safe spot to this day. But they hit the door at 4:30 in the morning. Boom. They come in searching for everything. Only thing they found was like $400 on me and like a blunt in the ashtray. So they come in there, they looking for me and everything. So they take me downtown and got me with a misdemeanor possession of marijuana, right? Then they started questioning me for like an hour and a half about shit that went down, about these two bodies that popped off. Like it was two people that got killed a couple weeks earlier. Um, Motherfuckers wanted me to take a gunpowder test, a gunpowder residue test because I was an alleged shooter at this damn incident. And like, it was a whole bunch of shit, bro. Like, for a misdemeanor, I ended up staying down there for an hour and a half. Then the detective pulled me in there, stayed for like another 2 hours. Then the homicide detective had to talk to me for like another 3 hours. So I talked to narcotics, homicide, and violent crimes. I was down there like a shift at work for 8 hours. And my lawyer, he was getting pissed because he's like, all of this over a misdemeanor? And then Officer James was sitting there telling us that they building a case on me. So my lawyer's like, well, so what do you got? Are you locking them up or not? Because as of now, all these interviews are done. Well, they was like, well, we about to lock him up and charge him for possession of marijuana. So they was really trying to get me locked up for misdemeanor marijuana. The magistrate, he wasn't having no parts of that bullshit. He let me sign myself out and gave me a citation. So as soon as I walked out the door, my probation officer calls me and tells me to come on down the block to the federal court building, right? So I already know what's about to happen. This nigga about to violate me. And remember, I had the 10-year sentence, but I only did 8.5 years of it, right? I was like, oh hell fucking no. I knew what was going down. I knew I come down that motherfucking street, you about to lock me up. And I'm about to have to do the rest of that damn time. I said, fuck no. So I told him plain and simple, I said, I'll be there in like 15 minutes. I got stopped by my grandma's house real quick to check on her. He was like, well, you can check on her later. I want you to come straight here. I said, all right. So I told my lawyer, what's up? I told him he meet my mom, because my mom got some money for him. Plus, I told him I had some money that needs to go into my alternate account. Like my son has a bank account. You feel what I'm saying? He has a bank account that he can't touch until, well, it can't be touched till he's 18. Him and my daughter. Plus, I have an account that can't be touched really unless I go through a whole lot of hassles. Or I could just wait till one of my kids turn 21. But the messed up thing about it, so check this out. He want me to come down there and he knows this phone. So I done threw my business phone. Because you know they can track you through your phone. So I say, fuck it, they gotta do their job. So from December all the way to May, I looted their asses. They went to my house. They tried to rough up my wife and my kids. Like they tried to do all this dumb bogus ass shit, right? And finally, I get caught in May. And y'all won't believe how I got caught in May. Check this out, gang. If y'all been sitting here following the story, y'all remember the girl that I grew up in love with, the one that was my heart, the one that told me she'd ride and die for me when I got that life sentence, right? Well, I seen her, like I said, she's a doctor and shit. Well, mid lab technician. Now, not a doctor. We're not gonna disrespect doctors, but she also went to church with me, grew up in church with me, and everything. So she found out about my wife, about my kid, and everything, right? So she was acting all compassionate and shit. Like, damn, I can't believe this shit happening again. But I didn't realize that women's hold vendettas. Like, you mad at me, but you stop writing me, answer my phones, doing all this. But you mad at me because when I get home, I don't stunt you. So yeah, when I went to sleep that night, yeah, when I went to sleep that night, I'm thinking, man, her cool now. Not realizing the plan that laid ahead. Motherfucker set me up. She set me up and got reward money on turning me in. Yeah. And this is a motherfucker that said she loved me. We went to school together. This is the one that left me while I was locked up. When I told her to be with somebody else, she was up there struggling and fighting, saying, nope, just you. This motherfucker had set me up, and boy, I'm telling you, she set me up bad. Like, I'm sitting in the cell, like, damn, how I let this shit happen, right? So I got set up by her. So they give me the rest of my time. So now I'm going to motherfucking Bennettsville, South Carolina. Now when I get there, it's a whole lot different from the penitentiary. It's the FCI, but man, this shit wild. You got gumps walking around everywhere. You got niggas chasing the gumps. Like this shit right here is something crazy. But my homeboy Wax is up here. And my homeboy Wax up here, you know, me and him about to start some shit. But yeah, it's about to go down. I'm gonna finish this shit up tonight. I'll make sure I come on tonight. Finish this shit so we can get to the really exotic shits that happen in real life, not behind the wall, but it's in real life. You feel what I'm saying? But this shit crazy as hell. But you know, I just wanted to get this out the way a little bit because I know I have been telling y'all for a minute. Oh yeah, and when I'm locked up, my cousin and them, that my cousin and Yacht and them ended up catching a RICO case. So my cousin catches a RICO case while I was locked up from his label mate and his co-owner, Yacht Music Group. Yacht's wife used to go out there in Virginia, somewhere in Virginia, so he can make the play. So apparently, hold on one second, let me hit this drink. Ah, so apparently, excuse me. So apparently, she got caught with 20 bricks in the back of the car, trying to get back here from Virginia. So my cousin, he didn't know, but Yacht made up a deal with the FBI to get my cousin and a few other people. They ended up doing a controlled buy with my cousin. He had $100,000 in the trunk, and he was going to buy 10 keys. But he was buying five and getting five credited to him. Right? So Yacht ends up setting him up and him getting hemmed up. And my cousin didn't even know what the fuck happened. But Yacht and his girl got motherfucking what's it called? Immunity. They got immunity for the shit. They ended up setting up the plug. They ended up setting up my cousin. They got everybody. They got like 18 people. And y'all can look it up too. You can look it up too. Yacht from Yacht Music Group, his woman got arrested, and he brings down the whole conspiracy. Like he sat back and didn't do nothing. Like ain't no fucking way. I asked Sean was that one kid. He said no, but that shit crazy. But we gonna get into that. I'm gonna finish that shit up tonight right there though. But yeah, ended up seeing some shit happen at this last little prison. But I'm gonna talk about tonight. I'm gonna talk about what happened when I was in Bennettsville prison, and then when I come home this time, you know, I got into some serious shit with a nigga that held a grudge. You feel what I'm saying? Like the nigga held a grudge. Now he think he grown. So when I get back later on tonight, I said I'm gonna show you. So you know, shit went down. The beautiful Queen Arena, how you doing, boo? And shout out.
Shout out to my nigga Animalistic Savant. He always representing the channel. I'm appreciating that, my brother. Like Animalistic, he always come through for a brother. But yeah, we're gonna get to that shit later on tonight. I'm gonna tell y'all about how my nigga rugged back dope. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all about when I came home the second time. You know, I wasn't on the music shit, right? So when I came home the second time, I was really into the street shit, right? And one thing about being really into the street shit, you get to see where niggas' hearts really is, right? And you get to see how grimy niggas is, right? Like niggas we grew up with are backdooring each other for their baby moms and shit, dog. Like, excuse me, like really backdooring each other for baby moms. You got cousins that's stealing and shit. Like, you can't even help niggas out, bro, because niggas was on some grimy ass shit. You got niggas setting up each other. We made a liquor house, bro. Like, we made a liquor house where niggas can trap around the corner. Niggas are setting each other up for robbery and shit. Then I'm gonna tell y'all, this is one thing I figured out, right? And shout out to Savant for another dollar in the cash app, man. Appreciate you, bro. Like, I don't even ask for the donations on this channel right here, but you know it's all greatly appreciated. Anytime somebody look out, bro, appreciate you. He said thanks for the intellect and sharing your life with us. Okay, bro, appreciate you. But this is what's crazy, right? A motherfucker will find something that don't belong to them, right? It don't belong to them at all. And then they act like it's theirs and shit right there, right? And then get mad if something happened. Like, we had motherfuckers that had sticky fucking fingers and shit, right? So a motherfucker would, this is a lesson right here. I had a motherfucker bank salute. I had a motherfucker steal my dope, right? And act like they didn't steal it. When motherfuckers sit there and said they seen it when it fell out my pocket, because like I said, I used to get drunk as fuck out there. I'm talking about when I came back home. And people don't realize a lot of that shit, me, was PTSD. I've shot my best friend when I was 14. I watched my best friend bleed out of my arms from another nigga knocking his melon off. Like, I got destroyed by officers in the daggone Texas jail or prison. Like, I got destroyed, almost erased. And then you got motherfuckers that's just stealing just to be thievery. Like, a motherfucker sit there and let you in a damn building and use the restroom and stuff, and you want to sit there and try to steal shit. Like, where's the integrity? Like, motherfuckers ain't got integrity or nothing no more. So, you know, like I said, motherfuckers get what they ask for. So, you know, if you see, open up your car, you know, at the top of a battery, right? It's got this little battery acid on top of it, right? Well, that battery acid is very harmful. So if a person was to scrape that battery acid off of the top of that battery and put it in a package with some oh boy, yeah, you put it in that package and end up dropping it. First off, who picks up shit off the ground? Who does that? But not only that, it's messed up. So this is what happened. A motherfucker ended up picking up what they thought was a pack of boy that somebody had, you know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. If a motherfucker had a small pack of boy and he puts a little battery acid on top of it, right? But he wasn't gonna give it to nobody. But he does that, right? And just say he drops it. Just say he drops it, right? And a motherfucker picks it up and doesn't tell him that he drops it, right? If that person or something happens to that person, whose fault is it really? Whose fault is it really, family? Is it the person that put it together? Is it the person that put it together and dropped it? Or is it the person that saw him drop it and tried to take it and went away from everybody and did it? I want y'all to tell me who is. Yeah, I need y'all to tell me who fault it was. Don't nobody know who fault it was, so let's just say the nigga named Jake. The nigga Jake picks up the pack that the nigga Mike, I'm just gonna say Mike and Jake. Mike dropped the pack with battery acid and heroin in it on the floor. The nigga Jake picks it up thinking he's doing something slick, and he goes off and he does it. And when he does it, the battery acid eats at his brain, and you see this damn pink and white slush come out the nigga nose and his mouth and his eyes are like slush right there. And he dies a painful and horrible death. Whose fault was that? Was it the man that dropped his shit? Or was it the man who stole the shit? That is the serious question right there. That is the question that people need to give me the answer to right there. But that's what we're going to continue on later on tonight. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. I just felt like I need to do something to get y'all to pass the time through. But peace and blessings to everybody that came through. I wrenched up all the family that came through. And I'll see y'all in 2 minutes because y'all know what time it is. Peace and blessings to all y'all family. And I'll see y'all in just a second. I just got to change clothes. And let's go. Ain't that the way the song goes? Change clothes and go. I'm gone. Sexy.
Fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK to anybody, kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on point, 6-2, gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck, nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got 'em all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me son and monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleed. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleed.
Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? Nigga know they gotta kill me or die, nigga. Fuck you mean? Talking about smoke, and we still living in the same bitch. No, sir. You don't got smoke.